So I'm going to show you how to make my favorite fall time treat. Helps if you like a little meat. We start with 1 pound of lean ground beef, then 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Then we're going to do about 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese shredded right in there. And then we're going to do another 1/4 cup of some Progresso Italian style breadcrumbs as well. If you want a little bit more breadcrumbs, you can put a little bit extra or more cheese. You can do this, measure with your heart, and make this recipe yours. Now, I like a little spice. I think it's quite nice, so we're gonna add in some crushed red pepper. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of that crushed red pepper in there as well to bring the heat up a little bit. And then some basil, absolutely delicious. A little bit of an herbal flavor to add on in there as well. And it's about a teaspoon of that dried basil. And then a little bit of rosemary too. So I'm going to do about a teaspoon and a half of rosemary as well to really bring some even better herbal essence to this one. And then about a teaspoon of iodized salt as well. And that's sea salt. You can use whatever salt you prefer. And 1 tablespoon of reduced fat milk, a little bit extra in there as well to make it extra creamy. And then I'm going to add in some ground turkey too. This is going to be 1/2 pound of ground turkey to go along with that ground beef. And then last 2 eggs. Let's crack them right in there. I like to use the free range eggs, those nice dark yolks, a little bit more nutrient value there. You can use whatever eggs you prefer. This treat is going to be so good. Now I got my gloves on. Let's get this nice and mixed up. Ooey gooey. It's going to mix real well, real fast. Very good. Awesome. I'll get all that off there. You guys don't want to watch that though. All right, so let's switch out a baking dish now. And I'm going to get my ice cream scooper for my nice little meat treat. We're going to scoop balls and put them in there evenly spaced. We're going to do about 3 columns worth of balls in there. And then we'll get a nice, good portion of all these delicious meat balls that we are cooking up here. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit so you guys don't have to watch it go so slow. And we're moving right along. You don't have to be too fancy with how you do the scoop. Just try and get an equal portion each size. Then we're going to go back and clean these up and smooth them up so that they look nice and pretty when they're all done and symmetrical. All right, let's set that aside. Where am I going to put that? All right, there's a spot. Very good. All right, so now let's grab those, take our hands and get them nice and evenly shaped. You want these nice and symmetrical. You don't want your balls to be uneven. You want to be nice and smooth, perfectly round, very well shaped. Get any kind of little bumps off of them. If you want, look at that, perfect. Oh, that's kind of satisfying. I could do this more often. All right, almost done, almost done. I got the last one. I'm going to stick it back there. A little bit extra, perfect. Go wash those hands. Now I got my air fryer trays. We're going to take them and evenly space them onto our air fryer tray. You want to make sure you don't put them too close together. We want to give room for that air to circulate. That's how the air fryer does its magic. So space them evenly apart, leaving room for airflow. And we're not going to cram them on there. We can just do a few trays at a time and we're all done. Here we go with that. So now we're going to go in the air fryer at 350 degrees for about 14 minutes. We're going to turn these halfway through and then check them with the thermometer when we're done to make sure we get them up to about 165 degrees. All right, so it's been 14 minutes. Not too long of a wait for some delicious meat treats. So they're fully cooked, looking good. We're going to get that temperature measured just to be certain it gets up to 165 degrees. Now we're going to get out our kebab sticks and just stick them in there so we can make some nice, tasty meatball lollipops. Now we're going to symmetrically place them around the edge of our pan. I'm using a circular pizza pan. Make sure it looks nice and pretty and well designed for our presentation. And just shape them however you want or lay them out there however you want. I'm going to do kind of a circle around here. All right, so we're speeding it up so this doesn't drag on too long. You get the point here. Put the meatballs on your kebab stick, making a little meat lollipop treat. Place them symmetrically around the edge. We got a few extras, so we're going to make a little Death Star shape here. Make sure it's still uniform and symmetrical. Next step, we're just gonna bring in a little serving bowl, put that in the middle of our circle, get some delicious tomato sauce. I'm using Ragu pizza. You can use marinara, whatever you like. We got the best of the best there, right? Who doesn't like Ragu? These smell so good. This is gonna be fantastic, I think. That's phenomenal. I can't wait for you guys to try these.